And a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever and whenever you may be watching from. And welcome to Kahok Basketball here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad you're here with us on a little bit of a chilly Wednesday night. Bit of a rare Wednesday night basketball game for you as the undefeated still 16-0 Collinsville Kahawks play host to the Jacksonville Crimsons, who make the 105-minute or so trek down from Morgan County to take on the Kahawks, and they will bring in a 9-5 record. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll go ahead and move right along here. Collinsville, as I mentioned, coming in at a perfect 16-0, winners of the 39th Annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, and a very entertaining game over the Quincy Blue Devils. And Jacksonville coming in at 9-5, 3-0 in Central State 8 conference play, Collinsville coached by Darren Lee in his 15th year at the helm of Collinsville, 35th year overall. The Crimsons coached by Michael Cameron in his first year at the helm of Jacksonville, I believe his second year coaching varsity basketball. And as I mentioned, coming in with a 9-5 record are the Crimsons. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on our pregame show, and we'll be back here in just a bit with starting lineups and any other information that we have here in just a bit on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, just now getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. Before we do so, we'll go ahead and inform you the JV game is a runaway victory for the Kahawks, running clock variety, with a 63-18 margin. I'm going to give you the starting lineups for this varsity lineup now. For the visiting Jacksonville Crimsons, 6'3" senior Isaiah Martinez. 6'1" junior Amari Burries, the leading scorer. 6'1" junior number 3 Milan Krusic. 6'2" sophomore number 12 Mason Johnson. And 6'5" junior number 55 Ryan McCombs. And as I mentioned, Jacksonville coached by Michael Cameron. It'll be the usual suspects for the Kahawk 5. Nick Horace, Chase Reynolds, Jamori Weisinger, Stanley Carnahan, and Zach Chambers. That'll bring the crowd here in attendance onto their feet. Not as big of a crowd as we've had compared to the championship game, but still a decent number of fans here on a Wednesday night. Kind of a rare Wednesday night action for you here. For the uniforms, Collins will be in their standard whites, purple letters and numbers. Kahawks over the tops of their jerseys. Jacksonville, they will be in the traveling red uniforms, scarlet red specifically. White numbers, white trim, and the Jacksonville J logo over as PA announcer Chad Burgess finishes up the starting lineup introductions. We're just about ready for action here. Gonna go ahead and get ready here for action. Should be an exciting time. Glad that you're here with us on this Wednesday night, and I'm excited for some basketball here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. It'll be Johnson and Chambers jumping center. Bit of a height disadvantage there for Johnson, giving up giving up half a foot to Zach. Referee tosses it up, and the tip is controlled by the Kahawks. It'll be Chase Reynolds to bring things up into the front court. Crimsons open up in a man-to-man. Pass now on the wing over to Horace, and now around to Reynolds, and now to Weisinger. He'll pull up for a deep three-pointer. That one's good. Jamori Weisinger doing what he does very well and hits a three-pointer, gives the Kahawks the early lead. Isaiah Martinez will bring it up into the front court for the Crimsons, and he'll get it now to Ryan McCombs, getting some Division I football looks. He'll work it now over to Krusic, and he'll drive the lane. Shot up blocked by Chambers, covered by Horace, and here come the Kahawks once again. Just about a minute in here. Here's Reynolds on the wing, into Horace now, and he'll lay it all up and in. Kahawks out to a quick 5-0 lead. See what the Crimsons are able to do against a little bit of pressure from the Kahawks. Here is Martinez. He'll hand it to Krusic, and now get it to McCombs. He'll look to get it to Martinez on the back cut and work it around now to Johnson. He'll drive the lane, kick it out to McCombs. Back to Johnson, and he'll drive the lane, cut off there, guarded by Carnahan. And he'll survey things, and now to McCombs. Back into regulation play, no shot clock. So Crimsons can be a bit more patient than they're used to. Here's Johnson, and he'll work it over onto the wing to Krusic, and now to Martinez. He'll work it inside to McCombs. He'll try and back in on the larger Chambers. He's cut off, and he'll get it back to Krusic. He'll get the switch, and now out to Burries. Now to McCombs, and a deep three-pointer from Johnson off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Reynolds. Just about 2 minutes in here to our first quarter of action. Kahawks with a 5-0 lead. Carnahan will work it over to Horace, who will hand it off to Weisinger, and he lays it up and in. Weisinger up to 5, and the lead is 7 for the Kahawks, 7-0. Martinez will bring it up. He'll get it to Krusic. He'll survey things and get it now to McCombs, and dribbles the ball pretty well for a big guy, and he'll hand it off to Burries. Burries now over to Johnson, and he'll survey things and dish it off now back to Martinez. He'll get the screen from McCombs, and now back to McCombs, who thought about the three. Pass it inside to Burries, and he'll shot up no good. Gets his own rebound, and Kahawks do recover. Here is Reynolds. Work it out onto the wing for Horace. He'll put on a head fake. 17-foot jumper, no good. Reynolds able to get the rebound. No box out there from the Crimsons. Deflected around. Chambers will recover. Will back his way in. A 10-foot fadeaway, no good. Carnahan with the rebound, and we'll have our first foul almost 3 minutes in. That'll be on McCombs. His first of the game. And we'll see Stanley Carnahan shoot some free throws. First one from Carnahan, up and good.
Free throw is good for Carnahan.
And the second one from Stan is up and good.
Free throw also good for Stanley Carnahan.
9-0 is the lead for the Kahawks. Martinez will bring it up, get the ball screen from McCombs, and he'll pull up for three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Chambers. He'll get it to Reynolds, and he'll bring the ball up, guarded there by Burries. He'll look to work it inside to Chambers, which he does. And go ahead and back his way in on McCombs now. Hook shot from there, left short, and Combs with the rebound. Combs one of the bigger guys that Zach's had to match up with, so it could be a little bit of an interesting matchup there. Here is Martinez. He'll get it to McCombs, and he'll survey things. Hand it off now to Johnson, excuse me. He'll drive past Carnahan, pull up from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Horace, and he'll look to push. Get it now to Weisinger. He'll get it on the wing, and guarded closely by Johnson, cut off, and we'll work it inside to Chambers. And now to Horace. He'll pull up for three. Good. Nick Horace up to 5, lead out to 12, and that'll prompt a timeout from Coach Cameron. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in that amount of time here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 12-0 Kahok run to start things as we are just about halfway through our first quarter of action. Burries now will bring it onto the wing, and he'll work it into McCombs for Jacksonville. McCombs now to Krusich. His three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Carnahan. And he'll get it now to Horace. And he'll pass it to Weisinger, and Kahoks will set up their offense. Here is Horace trying to work it inside there to Chambers. His shot up, no good, and knocked out of bounds by Johnson, and it will stay with the Kahawks. Pass in now to Carnahan and now to Reynolds, and he'll work it to Horace, who will launch a three-pointer and drain it. Nick Horace up to 8. And the run continues for the Kahawks, 15-0 now. Here is Krusich, who has the ball knocked around by Carnahan, who will have a timeout called by Coach Lee. 30-second timeout. We'll go and take another break. Be back in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Welcome you back. Kahawk basketball with a 15-0 lead. Here is Reynolds. He'll get it now to Horace. He'll pull it from the elbow. That one's no good. Carnahan with the rebound, and he'll pull up from just inside the three-point line. No good. Chambers now with the rebound. He'll get it back out to Weisinger. We'll pull it from the volleyball line and drain it. Weisinger up to 8 points. Lead out to 18. Here is Johnson. He'll survey things, cut off by Carnahan. We'll give it now to Martinez. He'll get it a screen from McCombs and cut off there, driving in the lane now, and he'll lay it up no good. Knocked around, rebounded by Carnahan, who will get a pass now to Weisinger. He'll drive past Krusich, pass over to Carnahan, swing it around now to Horace for another three-pointer. Got it. Nick Horace up to 11 as we have our first substitutions of the game getting ready to go here. 21-0. Got a football score here at Virgil Fletcher Gym. McCombs now with the basketball, and he'll give it to Johnson. They'll survey things and work it now to Martinez, and inside now to McCombs. They'll back it out. Martinez for three. A slong, no good. Rebounded by Horace, and he'll get it to Reynolds. Under 2 minutes to go now here in our first quarter of action. Weisinger from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. And he'll get it now to Burries. Burries will get it to McCombs. And we'll work it now onto the wing for Martinez. Martinez back to McCombs. He'll drive baseline. Cut off there. We'll work it over to Johnson. Cut off there. And the Crimsons will reset. Here is Burries. They'll get it now to Johnson. Johnson will drive the lane. Cut off now to McCombs. He'll pull up for three. Got it. Ryan McCombs breaks the seal for the Crimsons. 21-3 ball game now. 65 seconds left. Here is Horace. He'll work it now to Reynolds. And inside now to Chambers. Chambers will put on that power move. Shot up and good. Chambers up with his first 2 points. Lead back out to 23-3 in favor of the Kahawks. And here now is Johnson. Johnson now to McCombs. Over now to Johnson. He thought about the three. And he'll get it now to Krusich. He'll take the three. That one's no good. And the rebound out of bounds will go to the Kahawks. Tyree Brister in for the Kahawks. As Cody Fry and Emmanuel Moore come in for the Crimsons. Kahawks will look to hold for one. Martinez will come out and guard Horace for some action. And he'll kick it now to Brister, and now back to Horace. Here is Horace. He'll take a sidestep three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Carnahan. He'll throw it up. That one's no good either. Rebounded by Burries. And that'll be the end of our first quarter of action. Kahawks all over the Crimsons early. Lead is 23-3. See if the Crimsons can make a little bit of a comeback effort in the second quarter. Be back in just a bit on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, getting ready to start our second quarter of action here. Cody Fry, a 6'5" senior. And Emmanuel Moore goes by Manny, 5'8" senior. Stolen away, and here comes Carnahan. He'll get it to Brister. Now to Carnahan. His shot up and good. Stanley Carnahan up to 4 points. Lead out to 22 for the Kahawks at 25-3. Here is Martinez. He'll pull up for a three-pointer from the wing. No good. Burries will sky for the rebound, and the Crimsons will reset. Here is Burries. He'll take another three-pointer. That one's no good as well. Rebounded by Martinez, who gets a shot up and good. Foul will be on Carnahan. Kahawks first of the game, his first. And we'll see Martinez look to convert the and one, which he does. 25-6 in favor of the Kahawks. Here is Horace and now to Weisinger. And they'll work it inside to Chambers. He's cut off. And back out now to Horace, who gives it up to Weisinger. And now to Carnahan on the wing. They'll get it now to Weisinger, guarded by Burries. He'll look for a screen from Chambers and get it. He'll pull up for three and get it. Weisinger and Horace each with 11 now. Lead back out to 22. And that ball is thrown out of bounds by Moore. Attempting to get it to Martinez. 28-6 remains your lead here. I'd like to thank you all for watching here on this Wednesday night. All right, crowd on hand here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium tonight. Here is Brister on the wing. He'll get it to Horace. Round now to Carnahan, and Horace will pull it from about 12 feet out, and that's a money spot for him. He gets it to fall. I'm not sure that Nick's missed a shot yet. Up to 13, and the lead is 30-6. Here is Martinez. He'll get it now to McCombs. And we'll hand it off now to Burries, and now to Fry, who will pull up for three. That one's short. Martinez will win the battle for the rebound. He'll pull it from about 8 feet out. That one's no good. And Carnahan able to come up with that one. He'll get it to Weisinger. Weisinger on the wing. And he'll work it into Chambers. And he's cut off and get it back to Brister. And around now to Horace. Evan Wilkinson set to come in at the next opportunity for the Kahawks. Here is Chambers. He'll back his way in. Now shots up and no good. McCombs does a decent job on him as we have a foul. I think that one will be on Burris. Or Burris, excuse me. I'll give it to Brister, excuse me.
Checking in the game for the Kahawks, number 12, Evan Wilkinson.
Second foul of the quarter for the Kahawks, and it'll give the Crimsons possession of the basketball. Here is Martinez. He'll put on a nice dribble move, shot up and good. Isaiah Martinez up to 6 points. And Wilkinson will look to respond with a three-pointer of his own, but does not fall. And Martinez with the rebound. He'll work it to Burries, who will give it right back to Martinez. Get a screen from McCombs, put on a nice spin move, cut off there. Back to Burries. Burries will put a spin move on, try and back down the smaller defender Brister, but he loses the ball. And Weisinger might have gotten fouled by Brister, and it'll result in a turnover. Burries will be fouled. They're going to give that one to Brister. That's his second. And not a ton of time. They'll call it on the floor. Crimsons will have the basketball. Burries will inbound to Martinez, and he'll work it now to McCombs. Over to the corner now for Burries. He'll give it back now to Moore, and around to Fry. Fry will get a ball screen, pull it from the elbow. That one's well off. Chambers will collect it, and he'll get it to Weisinger, and now over onto the wing for Wilkinson. Back to Weisinger. He'll drive the lane. Cut off there, nearly stolen away by Burries, but he's able to maintain it. Gets it now to Horace. Nick hesitated on that one. Ball knocked around, and McCombs will collect it. And here come the Crimsons once again, who will look to make a substitution at the next opportunity. Actually, it'll be two. Here now is Burries. He'll drive the lane. Put on a nice head fake, but he drug that pivot foot, and that is a traveling violation.
Coming for the Crimsons, number 5,
Demarion Williams.
Number 3, Milan Krusic.
Krusic and Johnson back in as well.
And number 12, Mason Johnson.
Demarion Williams is just a moment here. As Weisinger will drive past Krusic and lay it up and in. Give him 13. He is a 5'10" junior. Here is Krusic. He'll get it to McCombs. And he'll get it now to Martinez. 32-9 our score here. Martinez now will lose it. Brister will recover it, and he'll get it to Horace. He'll go ahead and drive the lane and lay it up and in. Horace up to 15. Lead out to 25, as we'll see Carnahan and Reynolds come in at the next opportunity. Number 33 set to come in for Jacksonville, and another steal. This one will come to Brister, and he'll go ahead and lay it up and in. First bench points for either team. The lead is 36-9. Here is another steal for Brister. And he'll lay it off to Weisinger, and he'll miss the layup. Evan Wilkinson will convert it on the follow. And Coach Cameron will take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Be back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Crimson's with the basketball after using their second timeout. Lead is 29 points in favor of the Kahawks. Here is Isaiah Martinez. He'll pick up his dribble and get it over now to that is Williams, excuse me. He'll get it back to Martinez. And he'll work it over onto the wing now for Krusic. Now to Groves, who nearly traveled, but referee says he didn't. Order now to Martinez. He'll drive the lane. Lost the ball and get it back to Groves, and his three-pointer is up and good. First bench points for the Crimsons. And they'll break into double figures here. 38-12. And Wilkinson with the ball now on the wing. He'll work it into Carnahan. No Chambers on the floor for the Kahawks at the moment. Pass out to Horace and try to get it to Reynolds, but he wasn't really paying attention, was Chase. Martinez will recover. 2 minutes remaining here in our first half of action. Been a pretty quick flowing game, not too many fouls called. Martinez cut off by Carnahan. He'll get it back to Groves, who will pull up for another three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebounded by Brister. Using every bit of that 5'8" frame. And he'll go ahead and just drive the lane himself and lay it up and in. Tyree Brister with his second bucket of the night. And then he'll break the 40-point plateau for the Kahawks. Here is Krusic. He'll get it now to Groves. And he'll survey things and hand it off now to Williams. And the seas kind of parted for him, and he'll lay it up and miss it. Kind of been the story of the night. Brister kind of broke his own angles. And he'll get it up to Martinez, who traveled with the basketball. See Weisinger come back in for Collinsville. He will take the place of Horace. Inbound pass comes into Brister. It's just about 70 seconds left here in our first half of action. Reynolds with it on the wing. He'll work it inside to Carnahan. He'll go ahead and post up. Hand it off to Brister. He'll get it out to Wilkinson and now to Weisinger. He'll survey things. Pass it now to Reynolds and now to Wilkinson again. Now to Reynolds again. He'll survey things. Get a screen from Carnahan. Drive baseline. Kick it out, and the ball is deflected out of bounds by Johnson. 46.6 seconds remaining here. Reynolds with the inbound. It will come into Wilkinson, whose shot is partially deflected. And the Crimsons will recover. Martinez will bring it up. 40 seconds now, and less than that, here in our first half of action. He'll get it to Krusic. He'll pull it for a deep three-pointer. That one's no good, but no weak side box out. And Mason Johnson will go ahead and put it up and in. 40-14. Kahawks look to be content to hold for one, and up 26. Why wouldn't you be? Reynolds will get it to Weisinger, guarded by his opposite number, Williams. 10 seconds left. And this might honestly just be an isolation play for Weisinger. And he'll drive the lane, floater up, and good. And big heave from Krusic is off to the left. Weisinger up to 15, and that is our halftime score.
Collinsville Jayhawks with 42. The Jacksonville Crimsons with 14.
42-14 is your halftime score. We'll go ahead and take a break. Look around, see if we can't find maybe a little bit of out-of-the-area scores, although probably won't be a ton going on a Wednesday night. Be back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 42-14 in favor of the host K-Hawks. Go ahead and give you a quick scoring breakdown for that first half of action. For Jacksonville, their leading scorer is Isaiah Martinez. He has 6. Ryan McCombs and Nolan Groves, each with 3. And Mason Johnson with 2. For Collinsville, Nick Horace and Jamori Weisiger with 15 each. Stanley Carnahan and Tyree Brister with 4 each. And Zach Chambers and Evan Wilkinson with 2 each. Collinsville outscored Jacksonville 23-3 in the first quarter, and did so in the second as well, but not by as wide of a margin, outscoring the Crimsons 19-11. Go ahead and see if we can find any out-of-towns scores for you real quick. After one quarter of play on another Wednesday night game, Highland and Waterloo, Battle of the Bulldogs, and Highland up by 1. And anything else of any particular import? Carlisle in action. They're taking on Frina South Central and are out to a 21-5 lead at halftime. And that will probably be about all that we've got here. So we're going to go ahead and take another break. Be back in just a bit, and we'll have some second half action for you. Might have little brother Josh Roseman join us potentially as soon as he's finished his duties with the CHS Pep Band. But in the meanwhile, we'll go ahead and take a break. Be back with second half action here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of K-Hawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks with the basketball to start the second half. Horace will inbound to Weisinger, and the Kahawks will set up their offense. Here is Reynolds. He'll get it to Horace. Work it inside to Chambers, who splits the double team. Shot up from him, no good. Rebounded by the Crimsons. Here is Martinez. He'll work it now to Krusic, and around now to Johnson. Johnson will get a screen from McCombs, switch him on to Chambers, and now back to McCombs, and we'll get it around to Burries. He'll drive the lane, back out to Johnson. His three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Carnahan. Reynolds will bring it up for the Kahawks. About 40 seconds into our second half of action. Weisinger with the basketball now on the wing. He'll get it into the corner for Horace. Get a screen from Chambers. He'll pull it from the elbow or not, try to get it to Chambers. And the ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will go back to Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Crimsons. Official colors are scarlet, red, and white. Enrollment of about 900 students, a little less than that, I believe, according to the IHSA website. Krusic with the basketball at the top of the key. He'll get it now to Martinez. He'll back things out. Crimsons will reset. Gets a screen from McCombs. Martinez will step back, nothing there. He'll get it to McCombs. Inside now to Burries. He'll back things out. Back to McCombs. And now to Burries. And he had his jersey tugged on, no call. And he'll pull up anyway. And the ball knocked around, but Reynolds able to recover. About a minute and a half in, a little over now. Reynolds will bring it up onto the wing. He'll work it now to Carnahan. And he'll work it inside to Chambers. Now to Carnahan. He's cut off. Shot up from him and good. Stanley Carnahan up to 6 now. The lead out to 30, 44-14. Johnson with the basketball on the wing. He'll get a screen from McCombs, and he'll get it back to McCombs. His three-pointer well short, and nothing but a little bit at the bottom of the net. Reynolds with the basketball. He'll get it up now to Weisinger. He'll back things out. Pass cross-court over to Horace. Horace now to Reynolds, and around now to Weisinger, but that ball is deflected out of bounds by Krusic. Carnahan with the inbound. It'll go directly into Chambers. He'll go ahead and put on a power move and lay it up and in. Zach Chambers up to 4 points. Jacksonville really have done a decent job guarding him. Here is Burries. He'll get it now to McCombs and now to Martinez. He'll survey things, put on some nice dribble moves. His three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Carnahan. He'll get it now to Reynolds, as we'll see Moore and Fry come in at the next opportunity. Nice move there from Weisinger, but his three-pointer no good. Weisinger with the, good grief. Carnahan with the rebound, and he will eventually lay it up and in. He's up to 8. Kahawks up to 48. Here is Burries in the quarter. Leading scorer, I believe, for Jacksonville coming in, and he will be fouled by Reynolds. I'm going to say that he has not scored yet so far. Reynolds picks up his first as Moore and Fry come in. He'll take the place of Burries and McCombs. Inbound pass comes out to Fry, guarded by Chambers, and he'll get it now to Johnson. Johnson now to Fry, and now to Martinez. They'll go and drive the lane, cut off there. Spinning jumper, no good, but he was fouled. I think they're going to go ahead and get Carnahan with that one. That's his second. Second of the quarter for the Kahawks. We'll see Martinez shoot some free throws. Went 1 of 1 in the first half. And misses that one. Next one for Martinez is good. He's up to 7. Lead down to 33. 1-2-2 zone pressure being applied by Jacksonville. New defensive wrinkle from them. And Horace will throw it over to Reynolds, and they'll break it. Jacksonville back off into man-to-man. Horace now to Weisinger. He'll drive the lane, cut off there. Being guarded pretty closely there by Moore. And Weisinger will get it back now to Carnahan. And that ball is deflected away by Krusic. And he will miss the layup, but Johnson there with the follow. Mason Johnson up to 4. And it's a 48-17 game now. Bit of a 1-2-1-1 look, but again, they'll back off into man-to-man. Here is Weisinger. He'll get it to Reynolds. We'll get it now to Horace, and they'll work it inside now to Zach. And he'll go ahead and put on a power move, but Fry does a good job taking the charge. That's Zach's first, third of the quarter. Inbound pass comes in to Martinez, and he'll bring it up for Jacksonville. Onto the wing now, guarded by Horace, and he'll spinning shot from him, no good. Rebounded by Horace. He'll go coast to coast and lay it up and in. Coast to coast like butter on toast. Nick Horace up to 17. Lead out to 33, 50-17. Here is Fry. And he'll get it into Moore on the back cut, and that is blocked by Carnahan out of bounds. Tyree Brister back into the game for Collinsville. He'll take the place of Reynolds. Inbound pass coming from Moore. And he tried to get it to Martinez, but he hit the bottom of the backboard. Turnover, and here come the Kahawks again. Weisinger will survey things and back it out. Guarded by Johnson. Around now to Brister. And now to Horace, who bluffs the three-pointer. And Weisinger will take a deep three and get it to fall. As we welcome Josh Roseman in. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Good to have you here as always. Martinez will bring the basketball up for the Crimsons. He will hop step into the lane, pass it off to Johnson, deflect it, and lose the dribble anyway. And loses it anyway. Brister with the basketball. He'll get it to Weisinger. He'll pull up for 3. That one's no good. Chambers with the rebound, though. And he'll lay it up and in. Chambers up to 6. Lead out to 38 with 1:50 left to go in the third quarter of action. Here's Fry with the basketball. He'll survey things and hand it off now to Johnson. Looks like the Kahawks will go to some of their depth guys, as we'll see Evan Wilkinson and Solomon Talbot come in. Free pointer from Fry, able to fall. His first points of the game, and the lead is down to 55-20. Weisinger with the basketball. He'll get it to Carnahan. He'll throw it into Chambers. Chambers double team there. He'll survey things and dish it back out to Jamori. 65 seconds left. Here is Carnahan. Nice pass over to Horace. He'll drive baseline. Count it, and the foul. Nick up to 14, or not 14, 19, excuse me. We'll see who they give the foul to.
Kind of struggled to get up there. Maybe hurt his knee or something. I don't know. He's kind of limping.
And maybe feeling that one a little bit. Foul is on Fry. Wilkinson and Talbot in for Collinsville. See Nolan Groves and Demarion Williams come in for the Crimsons. Horace will look to convert the and one.
Nick Horace at the line for one shot.
With 61 seconds left here in our third quarter of action. Shots up and good. Give Nick 20. And he'll depart, played it by Chase Reynolds. Milan Krusic with the basketball, and he'll get it to, not Burries, that is Moore. Manny Moore. He'll get it now to Groves, and now to Krusic. He'll get a screen from Groves, drive the lane, shot up, no good, rebounded by Talbot. He'll get it to Brister, 40 seconds left. See what the Jayhawks want to do with it here. Over now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to Reynolds, he'll pull up for three, that one's no good. Groves able to corral the loose ball for the rebound. 30 seconds left, less than now. Here is Williams. He'll pass it out to Moore, and around now to Fry. Fry now to Groves. Groves will hand it off to Williams, and his three-pointer is up and is good. 58-23. Weisinger from the volleyball line, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, your score is 58-23. So we will have running clock for the fourth quarter as we did in the JV game. Be back here in just a bit after a break on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Looks like Collinsville brought in Jace Wilkinson, as we will have running clock for our fourth quarter of action, as the basket is good for Krusic. He's got his first points of the game. Here's Reynolds for the Jayhawks. He'll get it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson inside to Talbot. His shot up no good, gets his own rebound, and he is fouled. We'll go ahead and give that one to Groves.
Like Zach said, we do have a running clock, so things should go pretty quick.
Yep. It's just been a thorough wire-to-wire domination from Collinsville. Talbot at the free throw line, and his first one is good. Solomon's second one up and no good. Rebounded by Groves. He'll get it to Krusic. From Montenegro originally. I believe this was told that this was his first year with Jacksonville. He'll get it now to Williams. His three-pointer, that one's short. And Bristol will go ahead and let it go out of bounds.
Checking in for the Crimsons, number 10, Jack Wilson.
Jack Wilson in for Jacksonville. Jack from Jacksonville, nice hustle there from Moore, but unable to keep it in bounds. Wilson is a 6'2 junior. Here is Reynolds. He'll get it now to, well, try to get it to Brister, but nice save there. And they'll get it to Wilson. Wilson now try to get it back to Williams, but knocked out of bounds by Wilkinson. Clock continues to run, 5:45 in our fourth quarter of action. Inbound pass comes in to Moore. Moore now to Groves. Groves now will try to hand it off to Wilson, but instead he'll give it to Williams. Now to Fry, his three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Reynolds, as we'll see A.J. Main come in at the next opportunity for Collinsville. Here is Reynolds. We'll get a screen from Talbot.
I believe that is AJ's fourth varsity appearance this year.
To check that, as we have a foul on the Kahawks, or the Crimsons, excuse me. That will be on Groves. That's his second. A.J. Main in for Collinsville. We'll see Jacob Henry, Jacob Coleman, and Carter Berkeley.
Inbound from Wilkinson to the other Wilkinson, and he drains it.
Thank you, Josh. Evan puts that one up and in. He's up to 4 points. Here is Henry. He'll get it now to Coleman, and he lays it up and in. 61-27 in favor of Collinsville. Inbound comes into Talbot, and he is fouled.
Jacksonville foul number 15, Jacob Coleman.
And they will give it to Coleman.
That is his first personal foul, third team foul.
Solomon Talbot will shoot some more free throws.
As DeAndre Brown will come in for the Kahawks.
Yep. Solomon misses that one.
Checking in for the Kahawks, number 10, DeAndre Brown.
Brown will come in for
Wilkinson.
Evan Wilkinson.
Evan Wilkinson.
Yep. Got two of them on the floor. 3.5 minutes to go.
Not related.
No, not related. Evan is the younger brother of Jake, as Solomon misses that one. Main with the rebound. He'll kick it out to Brister. He'll put on a nice head fake. His shot a little too strong, and they'll get Main for a push in the back.
Council foul number 23, A.J. Main. His first personal foul, first team foul.
Inbound pass comes to Coleman, and he'll give it up now to Williams. He's guarded by Jace Wilkinson, and he'll drive baseline, kick it out now to Henry, and his 17-footer is good. Jacob Henry breaks into the scoring column. 61-29 now in favor of Collinsville. Jacksonville, their bench guys have come in and they're fighting hard. They're not letting the deficit bother them.
Just another game of basketball. Not much change. I mean, yes, they are down by a lot, but it's still a basketball game and you still got to play.
Yep. Which I think is something that Coach Cameron can be happy with. Nice moves there, and they'll work it out in the corner for number 20. That is standby here. Talbot with the rebound, knocked away, and the layup attempt from Williams, no good.
And that will be a foul on Talbot.
Yep. Oh, that is Berkeley.
Kahawks foul number 42,
Carter
Solomon
Berkeley.
Talbot. His first personal foul, second team
Foul is on Talbot.
Lamarion Williams at the line for 2 shots.
And we will see Lamarion Williams shoot some free throws. Makes the first one, excuse me. He's up to 4 points. Evan Wilkinson back in as we approach 90 seconds to go in a running clock fourth quarter, so moving quite quickly here. Second free throw from Williams is good.
Free throw also good for Lamarion Williams.
Lamarion Williams up to 5 now. Deficit down to 32.
Coach Lee over there telling us to move.
Yep. making his way around things. Pass into Talbot. Tried to get it to Wilkinson, and I think it hit him in the face. Out of bounds, and it will go back to Jacksonville. And Coach Lee's still getting after, even with the JV guys, but, you know, this is the matchup of the future. I know that these non-conference games, generally a 2-year contract, I believe, so there's another shot there from Williams up and good. He's up to 7. As looks like, I think Collinsville are going to go ahead and make the trek up to the Jacksonville Bowl, which, those of you who don't know, is one of the cooler venues that we have here in Illinois. Maine will drive baseline, his shot up no good, but Talbot there for the follow, and he misses. 30 seconds to go now, and here is Williams. He'll get it to Wilson. Nice head fake there, but he missed the layup. Rebounded by Brown. DeAndre Brown, he'll go ahead and dribble things out, and I think that
Evan Wilkinson will hold on while he'll pass it over to Jace, and he'll hold on to it.
Yep, and that will be the end of our proceedings. So
your final score is 63-33 in favor of the Collinsville Kahawks.
Yep, Kahawks improved to 17-0. Jacksonville fall to 9-6. Kahawks are next in action Friday when they travel
to Edwardsville High School.
Yeah, travel to Edwardsville to take on the Tigers. Jacksonville's next action will be, hold on just a moment here, folks. Will be Friday night as they travel to the brand new Lobernica Gymnasium, the north side of Springfield, to take on the Lanphier Lions. We'll go ahead and give a quick statistical breakdown, but before we do that, we're going to take one more break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured. From earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 63-33 winners are the Collinsville Kahawks, and as I mentioned earlier, they will improve to 17-0. Jacksonville will fall to 9-6. We'll go ahead and give you the scoring breakdown, and it'll be broadcast partner Josh Roseman to do that.
Your leading scorers for the Collinsville Kahawks: Nick Horace with 20, Jamori Weisinger with 18, Stanley Carnahan followed with 8, Zach Chambers had 6, Tyree Brister had 6, and Evan Wilkinson had 4, and Solomon had 1.
Solomon Talbot with 1.
Your scoring for Jacksonville: Isaiah Martinez had 7.
Milan Krusic
had 2. Mason Johnson had 4. Ryan McCombs had 3. Cody Fry had 3. Lamarion Williams had 7. Nolan Graves had 3. Jacob Coleman had 2, and Jacob Henry had 2.
Scoring breakdown by quarters: Collinsville 23 in the first, 19 in the second, 16 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. For Jacksonville, 3 in the first, 11 in the second, 9 in the third, 10 in the fourth. That'll go ahead and wrap things up for us here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. Our next broadcast for you all will be, I believe, 1 week from yesterday with some more boys basketball action, Southwestern Conference style that time, as we welcome the Alton Redbirds. But until then, for Josh Roseman, this is Zach Roseman. Everybody have a fantastic Wednesday evening.